Hello, basketball fans. This is your sports reporter, bringing you the latest high-stakes headlines and deep dive analysis from the world of Indiana Fever. Today, we are diving into a controversy that is rocking the WNBA locker rooms and the U.S. national team offices. Her name is already legendary. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever phenom who has completely shifted the landscape of women's global sports. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of this clash between analyst predictions and the athlete's own reality, I want to ask for your support. Go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps our community grow. And don't forget, drop a comment with your name and the city you're tuning in from. I want to know exactly where our sports conversation is reaching. Here is the setup. It is January 2026, and the women's basketball calendar has never been more packed or more thrilling. At the center of it all is Caitlin Clark. Recently, the Fever Guard participated in the USA basketball training camp in Durham, North Carolina. It was a massive moment, marking Clark's first time back on a high-level competitive court since July. While the camp wasn't an official tryout, it was the first opportunity for the legendary Sue Bird, now serving as the executive director for the USA women's national team, to evaluate Clark's chemistry with the stars expected to form the backbone of the U.S. squad for the Los Angeles 2028 Olympic cycle. However, a prediction from WNBA analyst Jordan Robinson made during a Bleacher Report livestream on New Year's Day has ignited a fierce debate. Robinson, while listing his bold predictions for 2026, touched a nerve regarding the calendar conflict between chasing a WNBA championship ring and seeking international glory at the 2026 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup, set to take place in Berlin, Germany this September. According to Jordan Robinson, Caitlin Clark is a lock for the U.S. national team roster. Her talent is undeniable. However, the analyst believes the player will make a drastic, unprecedented move for someone of her caliber, turning down the invitation. Robinson's logic is built on physical fatigue and franchise ambition. The Indiana Fever, who came agonizingly close last year, are on a meteoric rise. With the WNBA playoffs looming in September, the exact same window as the World Cup, Robinson argued that Clark would choose to save her legs to deliver the first championship in recent Fever history, rather than flying to Europe for the World Cup. I pictured her saying, "Okay, cool, I'm on the World Cup roster, which probably means I'll be on the Olympic roster. I'm going to sit this one out because I want to bring a championship to the Fever," Robinson stated. This perspective puts Clark in a load management position, suggesting she feels secure enough in the Olympic cycle to skip a world championship for the sake of her professional team. But does this truly reflect Caitlin Clark's competitive DNA? If Robinson was trying to read the star's mind, it seems he forgot to check her latest interview. In a revealing episode of the New Heights podcast, recorded just a day before Robinson's prediction, Caitlin Clark gave statements that completely contradict the idea of strategic rest. She was emphatic about the fact that the FIBA World Cup is not just an exhibition or a minor stepping stone. To her, the Berlin tournament is one of the toughest competitions on the planet, even surpassing the Olympics in terms of technical difficulty. Technically, the World Cup in the past was almost harder for us to win because there are more teams that play in the World Cup than there are teams that qualify for the Olympics, so sometimes it's harder to win, the guard explained. Caitlin also cleared up a technical point that many analysts seem to be overlooking: WNBA logistics. Just like in Olympic years, the league has planned a strategic break in September 2026 to allow its stars to represent their national teams without sacrificing the regular season or the early playoff rounds. Therefore, the idea that she has to choose between the two isn't entirely accurate, as the league has already bowed to the World Cup's importance. For Clark, Berlin is the true start of her 2028 cycle. She doesn't just want Olympic gold, she wants total world dominance. As a specialized reporter, I see that Jordan Robinson made the classic mistake of underestimating the competitive hunger of an elite athlete. Players of Caitlin Clark's caliber don't look for shortcuts. They want every trophy available on the shelf. Declining a call-up to the U.S. national team, especially for a player still solidifying her leadership role within the national group after the controversy surrounding her absence in Paris 2024, would be a strategic career blunder.
Clark knows that to be the face of USA basketball in the Los Angeles Games, she needs to be the leader in Berlin. Furthermore, the Indiana Fever benefits from having a player competing at the highest international level. The game rhythm of a World Cup prepares an athlete for the extreme pressure of the WNBA playoffs. So, by all indications, we will see Caitlin Clark shining on German courts and in the hunt for a WNBA title simultaneously. After looking at all these facts, I want your honest opinion. We know the sports calendar is grueling and the risk of injury is real. Do you think Caitlin Clark should follow the analyst's implicit advice and focus solely on the Indiana Fever to guarantee a WNBA title? Or do you believe that representing Team USA at the World Cup is a must for someone who wants to be the greatest of all time? Does the Indiana Fever have a real shot at the championship if their star is splitting her focus with a World Cup in Europe? Or is Team USA sovereign and you simply don't say no to the red, white, and blue? Leave your comment below. Don't forget to include your name and the city you're tuning in from. I want to know exactly where our sports conversation is reaching. Stay tuned for more updates at any moment. I'm your sports reporter, and the game never stops.